Hello and welcome to my screencast for my final web presence. My name is Caroline Smith. I teach at Mountain Crest High School. I teach American literature, writing for 11th graders, as well as English as a second language. For my final web presence, I decided to use Canvas because it was so easy for me to maneuver around. It was so simple for me to add different documents, add assignments, and add rubrics that I thought, why wouldn't I use this for all of my classes? And I think that it's going to be really user-friendly for my students as well. And especially their parents too, if they so happen to log on as well. So, specifically, I decided to do a Canvas course for my American literature class that I teach in the fall. And I do plan on going back and creating other courses for my writing class and my ESL because it was so easy, and I think it's going to be a really great resource tool to have in my classroom. So once you click on my homepage, this is where it directly takes you to the little snippet about me. As you can see, I give you a little rundown about me, a picture, and then I include the PowerPoint that we had created in our class about ourselves. Now, I'm already going to jump into the things that I think I found that was really cool for Canvas that I didn't know about, that I had never seen any of my professors use. I have a student this upcoming school year that has an eyesight problem where he cannot read. It's very difficult for him to read an actual book because of his eyesight, that he has to have special versions on like a Kindle. So I thought, well, what better way to cater this site to him or to any student that may have a disability like that, or a resource student, is to include an audio clip. So instead of having them sit and read the assignment, they can just listen to me explaining it. So on my main page, I have my audio clip right here. Now this shows exactly, it has me talking exactly what I'm saying up here, which I think is really beneficial. I think it's a really cool tool because some students are not visual learners. Now we're going to jump into my modules. Now, I love Canvas because it is so organized. Now, we were just on the Meet Mrs. Smith page, okay? Now, within each one of my modules, I like to include a link to the page directly, but then I also like to put the pages within the modules. It might be just easier for a student to find it there if they just need a quick print off. And the majority of my assignments are on there if students miss class, so they can just print out the PDF and then they're going to have to write on most of them and then turn them in so that they don't have to wait for the steps to get the papers from me. Now, the first book we read is of Mice and Men, so it is the first module that I have. At the beginning of each module, I have the main page. So I have a snippet about what the book's about. I include all of the objectives. Here's my audio clip if students would like to listen to me saying these things. And then I come up with a couple other PDFs plus the screencast that we did before. The main page is just kind of a little bio if they were wondering more about the book. Now here I have all of the different assignments in order, and then I have the PDFs right under them if they would like, if they need to print them out. Now, a lot of students have had a really hard time opening docs in our computer lab, so our school is kind of just completely shift to PDF, which is fine because with all my students, they are going to just be printing them off and then turning them in anyway. So if you can see here, here's the movie approval form. I give a little, well, I guess we'll click on it. I let parents know that we're going to be watching a PG-13 movie and that if they would like to just click on it here to get the PDF and print it out and bring it back, that would be great. If not, they could click on the PDF right here. So I have it just set up that way. The second book we read is Secret Life of Bees. And just like of Mice and Men, I have a little summary about the novel. I have the different objectives with my audio clip, and I like to include on the homepage just things that might interest the students. For example, this is a little interview about Dakota Fanning of her role on the movie that's based on the book that we read. Likewise, I have all of the assignments that we do for this book. Now, here's one of my bigger assignments. So I give a description. Now, I had included the rubric here, and I plan on grading it here. But if students would like more, they'll have the actual document that is the assignment sheet, and then they have the rubric as well. So I just like to include things multiple times so it's like students cannot not be able to find it. And lastly, I have Fahrenheit 451, which is the last book we read. Like always, short description, objectives, audio clip, and then just a nice YouTube video that they can look at if they want to know more about the author. And then all of the things that are included within Fahrenheit 451, including this is the final major project is right up here. And here is not the actual final test. I mean, it is an essay, so they could look at it, but then the rubric as well. And then at the very bottom, I have just extra help. And this is where I included my screencast and my demo video, because sometimes it's hard to remember which module where you had placed it. So I just put some of the stuff in extra help. So it's saying, oh, if you need help, just go there. It's one of the 2 links. So this is my screencast of my final web presence. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thanks.